It's that time of year again, guys, for new model releases, and recently we had a couple days to spend riding the all-new Polaris ATVs and Rangers. Now, while this vehicle looks similar to some others in the Polaris lineup, it's a whole new vehicle.
Last year, Polaris made huge changes to the Ranger lineup with new suspension settings, improved driver and passenger comfort, a rugged new look, and even power steering on some models. But for 2010, they're taking that one step further with the introduction of the Ranger EV. What does EV stand for, you ask? Electric vehicle, and it's like nothing we've ever tried before. At the heart of the new Ranger EV is a 48-volt brushless AC motor tucked inside the tough Ranger chassis. And since it's an electric motor, you get instant throttle response off idle. But it's still a Ranger, and that means it's got to be able to go off-road. To get the job done, Polaris gave the EV the VersaTrack all-wheel drive system. And we got to tell you, this isn't Grandpa's golf cart.
It's not every day we get to ride in a manufacturer's test facility like this, and we got to tell you, it can be brutal. Now, if you had any questions about whether an electric vehicle could make it through a minefield full of these kind of rocks, just take a look at the EV1.
Hey, behind you.
I didn't hear him.
Polaris gave the EV 3 different power consumption modes that you can set according to trail conditions, and the range is expected to be about 50 miles. When it's time for a recharge, simply pull up to any AC outlet and plug it in through the little cord in the dash box.
Besides their awesome off-road capabilities, one of the great things about side-by-sides is you can have a conversation with another person while you're out riding. The EV takes that one step further, and you can speak in a normal tone of voice, you hear nature, you hear the birds, and all you hear from the vehicle is a little whine from the electric motor under the bed. Now, if you're into traditional gas engines, Polaris has got you covered there too. And we're going to go check out the new Polaris Ranger 400. This is the new Ranger 400, and when Polaris introduced this to us, they talked about value and performance in a slightly smaller package, and that's exactly what you get. The new Ranger 400 has a tough, sturdy dump box in the back, just like its big brothers, good set of tires front and rear that clean out well in the mud, sturdy steel wheels that hold up in the rocks, and on the dash you've got Polaris's four-wheel drive system with all-wheel drive or single-rear drive so you don't tear up the turf. Now at the front, it's also highly accessible, just like the other Rangers. You can get to exactly what you need to. And what it all comes down to is you get the top-of-the-line Ranger features in a slightly smaller package at a budget price, which is important these days. And one of the great things about it is it's just a little bit smaller, so you can put it in your pickup and take it with you. When Polaris designed the Ranger Crew, they had serious work in mind. It's got 2 rows of seats, seating for 6, 4-wheel drive. They can get you in and out of the construction site no problem. But who wants to talk about work? In the fall, that turns into hunting and the deer camp, and accessibility is everything there. And for that, nothing beats the Ranger 6x6. At the front, it's got a nice toolbox that can hold your little bit of camping gear, your rifle, your boots, and in the bed, it's got a massive rear dump box with a capacity of 1,250 pounds. Now, if you need to know what that means, 1,250 pounds is enough room for 6 full-size deer like Princess Buttercup here. We want to show you the box at the front of the Ranger 6x6 because we think it's a great feature for storage. What it is a tough sealed storage box and 13 cubic feet. Now what that equates to is just under 300 cans, and we know because we figured it out, of your favorite ice cold beverage. And that's a lot of cans. Isn't it, dear?
While the Ranger 400 and groundbreaking EV are all new and feature many of the great features found in the rest of the Ranger lineup, no model was overlooked, and the changes include larger, more powerful engines, increased driver and crew comfort, and suspension designs with more adjustability. What it all adds up to is that the features that have earned the Ranger lineup their hard-working yet smooth-riding reputation and have earned them many awards are back and better than ever.
We weren't sure what Polaris was cooking up for 2010, but they talked a lot about value, innovation, performance, and we got to say after riding them for a couple days, we feel the product is smoking hot.